a lot of people, have told me that this particular selection is kind of random, outside, off the wall. Walter, where did that come from? Well, little kind of like tidbit. My father-in-law to be, when I first met him, said, "You know what you should listen to? It's Wishbone Ash, the album Argus." And like a respectful son-in-law to be, I said, "All right, let me take a note of that." So I took a note of that day. I sent it to the moderator chat. I said, "Guys, let's go ahead and make sure we knock this one out." And here we are. I'm going to be jumping into this album called Argus by a band called Wishbone Ash. Now, if I'm just being 100% completely honest with you, I have like no idea who Wishbone Ash is. According to the internet, it says during the early mid 70s, Wishbone Ash were among England's most popular hard rock bands. The band's sound was rooted in energetic hard rock with a strong progressive rock influence in their extended compositions, inventive melodic sense, and the epic scale soloing from the various guitarists, most notably Andy Powell, with the group's sole consistent member. Despite extensive personnel changes throughout their existence, Wishbone Ash maintained a distinctive sound and a prolific longevity that earned them a lasting following. Okay. It seems as though their album, they enjoyed the bulk of their success in the 70s, around when Wishbone Ash came to be. So, or around when Argus was being recorded. So, yeah, guys, I guess we are going to be hopping in to this album, Argus. Now, the plan here is to listen to the album proper, right? So, as far as the album proper goes, we're going to be stopping at Throw Down the Sword. So, time was to throw down the sword, not hopping into the live stuff, because again, that would not have necessarily been on the album proper. But yes, guys, I need everybody to throw W's in the chat for Tom. I very much appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah. All right, W's in the chat for Tom, everybody. Looks like, yeah, Papa Tom, from us to you. We're going to be listening to Wishbone Ash. So, what am I drinking? Trader Joe's guava soda. It's very much guava soda. I think there's a little plastic in there, but I'm not going to tell her that. Anyways, guys, I guess I am going to hit the play button. But before I do, it is very important to me that you know that you are awesome, that you are valuable, that you are important, that you matter, that you are deserving of love, and that I am abundantly grateful for even a moment of your time. If you like what you see, feel free to hit the like and the subscribe button. It goes a long way to help me out. If you really like what you see, leave a comment. I would love to hear from you, or join us on Twitch. These people over here are actually the best people. Come hang out with us. Come discover music with us. I stream every Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday at 8:30 p.m. Arizona time. I would love to have you by. Guys, with that, Clarky Malarkey, why you whining, baby boy? Sweet boy. Sorry, the boy's talking to me. Guys, by the way, who has heard this album in the chat? Yes or no? I have heard this album, or I have not heard this album. Here we go. Let's go. Look at this album cover. It's like Darth Vader in red with a spear. And this is like a nice acoustic start. By the way, I am not pulling punches. If I dislike this album, I'm committed to telling Tom I dislike this album. Starting out with an acoustic guitar is a good way to start, though. Doesn't hurt.
Got to rearrange my life.
Very ethereal soundscapey there.
I've got to rearrange my world.
Very dreamy, ethereal lyrics. I've got to rearrange my life. I've got to rearrange my world. Very earnest. I would agree with the metal vibes. Absolutely. I just listened to metal like today. I would totally agree with that.
I've got to keep my memories.
I love this synth swell here. I might know throw down the sword. Okay.
I've got to try to live.
I really love these swells. Are you guys hearing Clark whine or something? This has gotta be prog rock, right? Okay, yeah, that answered my question, huh? That answered my question, I guess. It certainly went a different prog rock direction than I had anticipated it going. This kind of seems like more 90s-esque oriented. Honestly, it kind of reminds me a little bit of I'll be there for you. The Rembrandts. Bro, I like the tone. Not familiar with Dinosaur Jr.
And there's a time for waking up and feeling down. That's when you have to pick your feet up from the ground.
I do kind of like the lyricism there where it acknowledges that it's like, hey, there's a time and place for everything. Like, you can be happy and sad, but there's also a time to like pick your feet up off the ground, right? Like, there is this like necessity to continue to move forward, but it's okay that it sucks. Like, I get it. I do think it's really cool when lyricism can comment on the duality of human emotion. That's cool to me. This is the most father-in-law core music I have ever heard. That's a pretty good. That's a pretty good one. That was a really good one. Father-in-law core rips with solos, though, dude. The drum panning. Okay, I'll give it to it. Like I've kind of kept myself from saying I haven't been a huge fan of the mixing and mastering. I feel like the guitar could have absolutely been lifted like even like 2 - decibels above, and we'd still be better than where we are right now. Leonard Skinner before Leonard Skinner. What year did this came out in 1972, right? Yeah. I certainly feel like they could have lifted the guitar lead a little bit in the mix there. But that's just me wanting to have more of like a stiffy over a guitar sound. I want it to be Skinnered here. But it doesn't have as much treble as Skinner tone does. You know what I mean? I want that tone, but it's lacking that tone. Close, but not. That was an accident, Applebee's. I do love this. I feel like if the lead singer of the guy that sang what was that song I just listened to? I think it was the Descendants, Dissatisfied. Maybe that was the Dissatisfied. It's like if that guy didn't have a raspy voice here 20 years earlier, 10 years earlier. The Replacements, thank you. Like if that singer hadn't smoked his lungs like a ham for the better part of 30 years, like that might have been what his voice sounded like without it. Yo, Big, that's exactly why we have music discovery streams together with people. We share music and discover music together that we may or may not have liked otherwise. I'm going to go back to the beginning of this instrumental. Guitarmony. I'm a sucker for guitarmonies, dude.
Takes more than a day and a night for giving. It's not so easy to just change your way of living.
I gotta give it to Tom. It's a really good first impression song. Really? You know, the first time I ever heard the word guitarmony, I was talking about Iron Maiden with my buddy Wade, who was the other guitar player in the band I played for. So it's really interesting, Blossom, that you mentioned that about this particular album, because one of the first things that stood out to me about that instrumental breakdown was the guitarmonies. You know, it's fun, and it's got this really captivating instrumental lead that takes you from one to the other, and then you've almost got like this early 90s like pop rock sound, which leads right back into prog. And again, over a 9-minute, like we're almost 7 minutes in now. This has been a friggin' adventure. I'm not mad at it. It's kind of right in the wheelhouse of what we've all been listening to together, though, you know? Cool, dude. The bass run. Drum panning. This song has had such great decisions with mixing and mastering and in more questionable ones. I really have liked the drum sound a lot. Like, they really did a great pan sound from, like, tom runs, right? Dead rhythms. The other thing, again, the guitar harmonies are awesome, but it maybe did walk. Maybe these guitar harmonies walked so, like, Boston and, like, Iron Maiden could run with them, you know? That said, that's also a mixing and mastering choice of a producer. I love the lyrical take a lot. The crime was I couldn't start to change my history. The leads are really good, dude. Okay. This has been a friggin' journey, dude. I'm about it. The other thing was the comment on time was like we have this repetitive theme that we revisit. Time was when I had you around, and again, just kind of being self-referential to life. It's not nearly as like warriors and sci-fi metal or prog as I might have anticipated. Kind of glad about that. And it's prog without like an overt synth presence, but a great guitar presence. I'm not mad at this for a first impression. Those of you who just heard this with me for the first time, the first song, give me your thoughts. Okay. Headphone listeners, did you check out the pan there at the end? All right, Twitch is actually going to make me run an ad because I spun the wheel at the beginning of the stream. So give me a tight 3 minutes and I will be right back. We got like 30 minutes to go on this album. Ad should be over. Let's get back to this thing, shall we? Coming back into Sometime World. Immediately a David Gilmour sound. Kind of a Hey You lead sound. But maybe predating, actually, huh? Love you, Margota.
Had to feel underrated.
I'm really impressed with the lyrical takes on this. I'm really loving this.
Besides,
What does this lead remind me of? The Eagles a little? Like, did the Eagles rip off Wishbone Ash too?
life had kept him waiting, regretting his shame inside. Had to feel underrated.
And this is all from like a man he met. And the concept of the song, he relates to the guy, right? Like, I met a man who felt the same way, that the world had just passed him by. Told me all his troubles, that the world had made him cry. Life had kept him waiting, regretting his pain inside. Had to feel underrated and hated besides. Dude. It's a prog rock album about relating to just feeling bad.
Time will pass me by again. Carry you, carry me
You the transition? Bass. Whoa. Hey, good night, Judo. A little bit of a Yes vibe, but that may be coming from a recency bias because I just listened to the Yes album not too long ago, but it gives me a little bit of that vibe. The bass line is killing this, dude. That's exactly where I was calling this song. The bass line wails. Hey, exactly, babe. Yes is there. Especially here in the lyrics. I almost feel as though that this has got to be some sort of contemporary to Jethro Tull. This song is exponentially better than the first one to me. mean, it predates Thick as a Brick. They literally lifted the lead like I wanted. This is good. This is a good one. Aqualung is 71. Got it. What year did Freebird come out? Big agree on the Alex Lifeson comment. I was literally kind of feeling like this gives me some Bytor and the Snow Dog vibes. As far as some of the solo breakdowns, definitely certain sections of La Via Strangiato or Strangiato parts. This song wails, dude. And the bass line backing the solo, dude. I'm a big old fan of that one. That song, again, just crushed the first one in every way I could say. So 73, Freebird came out as a single. 75. You were hearing some 2112, like the song or the album, like the song specifically or the album? I'm just asking to assume total control of the situation of answering the question here, or responding to the comment. The song, okay. That song was a total heart. I liked the first one. Something World ripped. A little palm muted bass line? Or is that a guitar? It's a bass. The bass is really chugging. I can't get past the tones, man. They're good.
She was far away. I found it hard to reach her. She told me you can try, but it's impossible to find her.
I'm going to go ahead and say that this band has so far been the most approachable, maybe tied for first, most approachable prog rock sound I've ever come across. The bass runs really have me excited. The leads, especially in the last two songs, this one and the previous one, have just been juicy. And I could hear in that first song that it could rip, but it just didn't feel like they let that solo or that lead do enough for a 9-minute, almost 10-minute song, right? But they really filled the space, they really brought the song together with the leads on the last two songs, and I'm digging it. certainly Yes vibes, though, for sure.
In your schemes, you can only try.
This I'm getting such a bass boner, dude, and the guitar tone with that reverb just lifting over everything. Slow hand leads are tasty. And just the chugging bass. It's good stuff, dude. It certainly seems at bare minimum like this is a very fair contemporary to any of the prog I've heard. So when I say yes, by the way, I'm just saying that the vocal harmony compositions are similar, right? Like I'm not making a comparison as to whether one or not is better or worse than the other, or even standing on even ground. I'm saying I enjoy the heck out of this. I enjoyed the heck out of yes. Their harmony takes are similar ideas. There's no way around it. It's the same exact way as me saying like the Grateful Dead harmony sound is similar to Crosby, Stills, and Nash harmony sounds, right? Like because one taught the other. They're different. It's the way that they harmonize, not so much that they are harmonizing and of itself. I love this tone a lot. This southern rock squeal makes me so happy. And it's crazy coming from an English band. This sounds like American rock. Maybe in just this, again, I don't know if I can even say that. Definitely has a little bit of a down south guitar tone, like that blues sound mixed kind of proggy sounds. That end side one. Thank you. The King Will Come. This has so far been a fantastic first impression for an album. Just putting it out there. Absolutely fantastic. Ooh. Are we an Englishman in New York? English Allman Brothers. The wah pedal thing is fun here. I can hear what you're talking about. Live in Central Park two-step is maybe my all-time Dave song. Am I hearing just guitar? They almost have like a saxophone kind of tone to this guitar in tandem with the bass.
In the fire, the king will come. Thunder rolls, piper.
Certainly metal from Pink Floyd vibes.
Thunder rolls, piper and drum. Eagle sons overrun. Count the sins.
100% metal vibes. Echoes.
The checkerboard of nights and days. Men will die, man be saved. The sky will fall, the earth will pray.
But again, it's only in the harmonies, right? Like I think about that lyric in like very beginning about the albatross, right? Like it's how they harmonize, not how the band sounds. It's like they take a harmonic vocal influence from other artists while applying their own distinct sound behind it. And yeah, because it's music, right? Like there's contemporaries of sound. They are contemporaries of sound with a lot of other people. Creating sonic similarities is a thing. They were all influences of one another. They were, I'm guessing like every book I've ever read documenting English rock bands or English rock artists of the time period, they were a pretty tight-knit community. They loved or hated one another, but they all knew each other, right? So I think there's a reason that you kind of have similarities in sound, and even as far as like some bands selling mellotrons to one another, right? Like they are more tight-knit than you think, and it stands to reason that there would be sonic similarities between them because of where they're coming from. So when I say that something sounds like something else, I don't want anybody to misconstrue that with meaning I'm making a frivolous comparison so much as commenting on the fact that there were sounds at the time happening. And I'm not saying this predates or postdates anything that I've commented sounds similar. Just putting all of that out there.
And judgment comes to claim its day.
Thank you, Life is Short. I love you, man. Thank you. People seem to think that when you say sonic similarity, you're making a frivolous comparison to like diminish what it is you're hearing, and that's certainly not my case. I'm not here to disrespect music. I am here to comment on like, where my mind goes when I hear sounds. And like, I like connecting those dots because very frequently it gets me deeper into a rabbit hole that I already liked being in.
See the word of the prophet on a stone of his hand. Poison man, revelation, just a sign in the sand.
The guitar harmonies are so nice. Like they have almost one guitar intentionally dull sounding and not really hitting too much. Then you have the other one almost over the top trebly. So they balance each other out really nice, but almost in kind of like they fill each other where the other one lacks kind of way. hear what I'm talking about? Sibley, you might be right. You hear the double bends that opened up that? I'm really digging it. For the record, I don't know if guava soda is for me. You know, life is short. Until you said scorpions, I probably would not have thought that. And you know, Crimson, I did too. Part of me was a little bit nervous that I was going to have to honestly dunk on like future father-in-law's music, but like I'm sitting here pleasantly relieved. That's such a nice tone for us to switch to. Still has a nice little punch to it. Then we get that tom build in. We still had a nice little punch to it for this finger picking thing, but it really changed the whole dynamic. And then you can tell it's kind of coming in big again. Love that. Send. They soft send it. Great crash sound. It almost sounds like he's crashing a ride. Are they introducing offbeats or polyrhythms right now? Never mind, it's syncopated again. What an unexpected good surprise today. The lead concept of the guitar harmonies, one over the top trebly, one super flat, very nice. See the word of the prophet on a stone of his hand. Well, because again, I said that this reminds me a lot of metal. Let's just get some dates really quick. 19 and 71, November 11, 19 and 71. Okay. So this was 19 and 72. We only have that. So they were potentially recorded alongside of one another in terms of time, potentially even in terms of release, right? Of recording. But I think it's safer to say that one is not derivative of the other so much to say that they are contemporary of one another and therefore just creatively similarly inspired. I love that bit. Ninja. They didn't have to do that last little bit, but dang it all, I'm really actually happy that they did. Guys, I really didn't expect this to go 4 for 4 right out the gate. We're over halfway done. That was a really great way to run up side B. Leaf and Stream. Let's check it out.
Find myself beside a stream of empty thought, like a leaf that's fallen to the ground, carried by the flow of water to my dreams, and woken only.
Somebody do some digging right now.
By your sound, alone I've walked this path for many years.
And of course, bring your findings to the class.
Listen to the wind that calls my name, the weeping trees of yesterday.
I can't be the only one that just caught it this song. What? Oh. I am, huh?
So sad, wait your breath of spring again, far beyond the hills where earth and sky will meet again.
With that being said, guys, if you enjoy this, you should probably visit the album Quebec by Ween. If you enjoy this, you should probably visit the album Quebec by Ween. Prepared to just get mildly abused by sound for some of that album. Prepare to potentially cry for others, rock out to others, but absolutely walk away thinking, yeah, Ween listened to Wishbone Ash Argus.
Shadows like an opening hand, which hold the secrets that I've yet to find, and wonder at the light in which they stand.
Tastefully abused. So many. Dude, these guitar tones are exemplary. The panning of the guitars also tasty. Thank you, Gluten. I agree with you. When I literally heard this song, my brain went straight to the song The Argus. And I don't know if I think bass or guitar is MVP on this album. Or lyrical depth.
To the ground, carried by the flow of water to my
Johnny, deep lyrics.
Far beyond the hills where earth and sky will meet again, where shadows like an opening hand, which hold the secrets that I've yet to find, and wonder at the light in which they stand.
But every Ween fan here agrees inarguably and without question that this sounds like Ween, right? Like, we all agree, and for just my perspective, for those of us that agree that this sounds like Ween, who of us that are Ween fans that agree that this sounds like Ween had heard this album before we had gotten here? It's definitely, I think, just a ceramic slide. That's 100% all panned in the right ear, which means that something is gonna pretty quickly jump scare to the left ear, so be prepared for that, headphone listeners. I'm such a fan of this album. This is big good. That last song definitely gave me Pink Floyd vibes. Can somebody let me know if Warrior is an instrumental or not? Really create the sense of being in the room here. Didn't I tell you right from the start of the very beginning, it's all in the right ear, so they're going to do a jump scare into the left ear. Didn't I tell you? That is Music Formula 101. Bingo, bango. Night, Johnny. What a lead, man. I'm so impressed with this lead. Everybody let Donnie know he's in his element. You know, I gotta ask, guys. I mean, I really do gotta ask. Do you think he accomplished all of this with the same guitar rig and guitar? Or do you think he just switched setups? Because he's accomplished a lot of tones for me to think that this is just strictly one guitar or two guitar players playing consistent rigs. That's what I meant to rephrase it that way, Andrew. They create great space by panning the rhythm and the lead, whomever is playing either at any time.
I'm leaving to search for something new.
Hey, you.
Leaving everything I ever knew.
Tell me this doesn't sound like Hey You, though.
100 years in the sunshine hasn't taught me all there is to know.
I agree with you. What is it? The word I'm looking for, timbre here, or I think I'm using the wrong word. That's what I'm saying. Life is short. It gives you this really great space of being in the room, in the middle of where the guitar players are standing. And you've got the lead in the right, and you've got the rhythm in the left.
We will gather there, helpless in our surrender. Tomorrow the plow becomes the sword. Whoa. Make us stronger in our danger.
They're really heady, conscientious dudes with guitar harmonies for days. I can't turn him off.
Time will pass away. Time will guard our secret. I'll return again to fight another day.
I actually think this album cover is nice.
I have to be a warrior, a slave I couldn't be, a soldier and a conqueror.
I actually really like this one. It's the tones that got me won over. The double bend running.
A slave I couldn't be, a soldier and a conqueror, fighting to be free.
The last stanza is the singer describing how he wants his portrait airbrushed on the side of his van. Is that I really like that a lot.
I have to be a warrior, a slave I couldn't be, a soldier and a conqueror, fighting to
You
be
think
free.
you think it sounds like King Crimson? I don't know if I would say that that's my most accurate comparison. I've only listened to the chord of King Crimson, though, so I could be ill-advised to give you a true answer there. Oh, thank you. I think that's been the softest one, but it still earned a plus mark. I love this chaotic dissonance. It's like we're with a didgeridoo and like a bass, but it's not actually a didgeridoo. And it transitioned right in to throw down the sword. Thanks, babe. Got cookie. I just don't hear... I don't hear King Crimson so far, but I could be ill-advised. Transitioning one song into the other, though, was super nice. I love a bleed over. Really building it up here. You hear the snare? Like the March snare kind of really bringing it in. and then they didn't send it. I like the restraint there. Their leads really do make me think that they have like one guitar on bridge pickup, one guitar on neck pickup, one guy running singles, one guy running humbuckers, one guy running a Marshall stack, one guy, running a high watt. It really has such an interesting complexity, but they really flatten it out. You know what I mean? Like one guy's got a really kind of flat tone. The other guy's got super aggressive jangly tones, but they kind of create a rub that almost gives you like a third guitar tone sound. And I really appreciate that. And there's absolutely zero question that this album walked so Iron Maiden could run in their endeavors. The guitar harmonies, without question. You play this album on fast forward, you've got the mark of the beast.
Throw down the sword.
Not the mark of the, you know what I mean.
The fight is done and over. Neither lost, neither won.
The number of the beast. Thank you.
To cast away the fury of the battle. Turn my weary eyes for home. There were times when I stood at death's own door, only hoping for an answer.
I love that.
Throw down the sword and leave the glory.
The song riffs already.
Story time can never change.
This was right in the alley, guys.
To walk the road, the load I have to carry. A journey's end, a wounded soul. There were times when I stood at death's own door.
This is like guys that made this kind of makes me feel like Freddie Mercury heard this and thought, I can go for it. I can go for it like 10 steps past where they can.
Times when I stood at death's own door.
Freddie.
Only searching for an answer.
I'm so impressed with the way that we're sticking the landing right now. I think Tom really killed this one. This is an exhaustive prog. This is like virtuosic music. That was good. That was really good. This is absolutely a stuck landing, in my opinion. Stuck landing. Slowing it down for the end. That was the album proper, guys. W's for Tom. Tom killed it. That was really, really, really good. I did not know what I was going to walk into. I was really thinking like, hey, it's a music discovery stream. So even if I hate it, I've got a video to put up on YouTube. I certainly didn't think it was going to be right in that wheelhouse. And again, that might have been what I would say, right? Like, if we call this prog rock, I would say that this is easily in the list of most digestible prog rock I've ever heard. Prog light, I would agree to. Snake, I would agree prog light, at least on this one. To call them a hard rock album, I hesitate. Progressive rock influence, best way I've heard put yet. Love you, Tara. You sleep the best. I'm so sorry that you have the ick, ma'am. Guys, this album wailed, stuck the landing. It went proper 7 for 7 for me on the album proper. Guys, I love you. Thank you for being here. Thank you so much for the positivity that you show both to me and to one another. Continue to be the best. And until I see you next, be introspective and consider the birds. And again, W's for Tom on that one. That was big good. That was big good. Love you guys. Goodbye.